Hey, how you doing, guys? I got a strange cigar here. Take a look at this. It's got the bulldog or whatever it is, a ferocious beast from hell. Um, it's got a symbol. I can't quite make it out, okay? But if you look closely, it definitely says Alpha Dog on this thing. Alpha, D-O-G. Espinosa had an Alpha, D-A-W-G, and DBL makes cigars that don't include this whatsoever. And the reason why I say DBL, because check out this symbol. That's DBL's symbol. Crown at the top. But they added something to the bottom, I guess not to affect trademark. A little research showed me that you could probably locate these guys at alphadog.com. Um, they have a couple hits in their spot that are places that I go to that I know the guy cares about what goes inside the store. That's why I'm going to check this cigar out. It's just a name. It's a little confusing. I can't get to the bottom of it. Um, it looks like some sort of San Andreas wrapper, perhaps. I can't dig anything up on it. Okay, and I'm not good enough to be able to with certainty tell you, hey, yeah, this is Mexican or Brazilian San Andreas, yada yada. I can, I can let you know if it's good or bad. All right, so I'm gonna cut it up, and I'm going to light this guy, and we're gonna smoke it. Well, I'm gonna smoke it. I'm gonna tell you about it. Okay, and I'll let you know how that goes. Hey, how you doing, guys? All right, so I'm getting close to that mark. And what I'm noticing is it's got that barnyard flavor going on, which is pleasant for my palate. And before I said something about it, I'm going to let you know if it's good or bad. That's not really who I am. Uh, there's a cigar for everybody. The only time a cigar is bad, really bad, is when the construction completely and utterly fails. Somebody thought that it was good, that it was blended well, that it had nice flavor and had enough potential for them to take their hard-earned money and invest it and make it. So I can't say what's good or bad. I can say what's good or bad for my palate, and I can give you a take on it or what I'm feeling on it. So please excuse that statement. I'll tell you if it's good or bad. Nobody tells you a cigar is good or bad unless it literally blows up. Just comes apart. When a construction failure is a bad cigar. It didn't hold together. Was it the factory's fault? I don't know. Could have been a bunch of beetles. I have no clue. Humidity, end user misuse, abuse. Anyway, just wanted to clarify that. Uh, what's peculiar about this smoke right now is that when I'm drawing it, okay, when I take it nice and easy, I get pepper, black pepper, especially on the retro. There's this flavor that I can't articulate, but on the palate, it numbs the back of the palate. Literally, I've never had a cigar do that before. There's a numbing effect to it, but it's got a very long finish, and it lingers. That flavor lingers, which is not necessarily a bad flavor. I actually don't mind it, except the fact that it numbs, and I'm going to figure out what that flavor is before too long. So I got here a little bit before the end of the first third. I'm going to smoke it until a little bit after the second third begins, and then I'll keep you posted. Okay? Thanks. I came in a little early just to look at this burn. I mean, you couldn't slip a dime into any one of these layers. Beautiful burn. Beautiful burn. A little bit of a dip, but a beautiful burn. Um, I just wanted to point that out. It's burning nicely. The flavor profile is getting a lot more flavorful. Numbing's still there. Really long finish. The smoke is creamy. Um, and the barnyard is still there. It's starting to open up to notes of um, like a dark chocolate, not quite at 80 or 90 cacao, just more like yeah, maybe 62, 60% cacao. Okay, and it's dark chocolate. Is what I'm trying to say. So this is really really turning out to be a nice smoke. I don't even know what I paid for this. I should though. That's important, right? Um, I think it was like at the lounge, it's like 16 bucks. That means it's got a about a $10 price point at the most. But really, so far, really, it's impressing me because I thought it was going to be between this DBL thing going on. I don't know what the meaning of all that is. Alpha Dog, Espinosa's, Alpha DAWG, DBLs, the similarity between um, the symbol. And then these guys adding some sort of scribbling on the bottom that would otherwise make it a different copyright. So I don't know what that's all about. I know they're associated with Harlem Cigars, um, and also Carmel Cigar Vault, and that is exactly why I wanted to try it because Carmel Cigar Vault, he don't let anything in, Jason, unless it's legit. And every single strange thing I've tried from him has been wonderful, pretty much. There's been some dogs there for me, for my palate. Okay, there's been some dogs there, but otherwise, I trust his ability and his lounge's ability to sort out, pick out, and present a product that's at least going to make someone happy in there. Okay, I'll get back to you. I promise you, this time I'm not going to come in early, unless something really great happens. Um, but I'll come in like midway point, okay, and let you know how it's going. Hey, how you doing? I'm getting to that halfway point. This ash is solid. Uh, it took a decent tap to get it off. I don't feel like vacuuming. Um, the burn's a little tiny bit wavy, but otherwise it's been great. It's been great. The draw's maintained. Everything about it is wonderful. The wrapper looks beautiful. Um, you can't see the seams, by the way. The actual seams are very, very difficult to see. Um, Sometimes what appears to be a seam is actually a lateral capillary tributary, um, whatever you want to call it, vein. But it's a nice box press, and I'm enjoying it. Construction wise, it makes it easy to concentrate on the cigar. You're not taking care of it. It's putting stuff in your palate. You need to determine if it's for you or not. Uh, it's got chocolate. Barnyard kind of went away. There's a flavor in there that numbs the back of the palate with a tang, a little sour tang to it. There's some bitterness in it. Probably needs to sit like a good alpha dog. You got to train it to sit maybe like 6 months or so that the flavors sort of marry. Okay. But otherwise, it's got cocoa, wood, definitely wood in there. This appears maybe that tang could be part of the leather scheme. Um, but otherwise, it's got a long finish, sweetness to it. So I'm enjoying this smoke, okay? Um, Very good. Very nice. Very nice. It's a pleasant smoke. Okay, it's pleasant. And for the price point around 10, 11 bucks, can't go wrong with this, okay? Not really. Um, let's see how it maintains, and I'll get back to you as we get further down. And hopefully it maintains, okay? Or maybe improves if that tanginess goes away, which is it's not awful. It's just it doesn't work. They need to marry it. It needs to be a little bit more balanced. The smoke is creamy, um, velvety coming across your palate, your tongue, um, and that's about it. Okay, and I'll keep you posted. Hey, how you doing? So I'm making my way through it. Uh, the bitterness backed off a bit. Um, the richness is really there. Very flavorful. Wood, earth, chocolate, sweetness. Um, I've been doing some research in between, and I can't find exactly what this wrapper is. I reached out to them through a chat bot, so I don't know how long that's going to take. But otherwise, the burn has remained very nice. Okay, very nice. The ash is not flaky, um, and true to form. Um, so this has been an enjoyable smoke, okay, from a company I know zero about, and I like to give as much information as possible, and I can't get any right now. I will update it, but for right now, this is smoking very nicely and definitely worth its price point, okay? Um, if these sit another year, the cigar will transform. Uh, I think it's got the potential to become a really, really good cigar, okay? Really, really good. Um, right now it's good. This is a good smoke. Um, and I'll take it down to where I can't smoke it no more, and I'll get back to you and let you know how it goes, okay? Um, but somebody put a lot of hard work into this, and I hope it pans out for them. Um, but so far, if I had to buy another one, I would, okay? So let's see what happens, all right, as we progress towards the end. Okay. Hey, how you doing? I was gonna call you with it a little bit lower, but I decided to not call you, but continue on with the video. I started getting a lot of heat, a little bit less flavor per smoke production, and it was right over where the label was at, which was sort of the case in point. More humidity was left there, if you will, so it smoked hotter and lost some of its flavor. And it is definitely a strong cigar. Okay. But it didn't have to offer anything much. As soon as it hit that label area, maybe a third into the label area, it petered out. Mostly, mostly wood. Bitterness is gone. Sweetness has gone down quite a bit, but it's still making smoke. But it's getting hot. It gets hot, and so if this cigar, after it's rolled, sits another year, if I'm right, it should be fantastic. Okay, but it needs to sit. Okay, that's all I've got to say about this guy. I wish I knew more. Wish I could share more, but they're associated with Harlem Lounge and Carmel Cigar Vault, and it's an okay smoke. All right. Okay.